Hey everybody. So I have an adoption case, and it was a young woman who was placed for adoption when she was 3 months old back in 2003. Welcome back to Client Stories with Amy. So our client came to us not knowing a whole lot about her whole story, about how she came into this world. Only thing that she did know is that she was adopted. She was born in 2003. She was born in Ohio, and she knew that she had a closed adoption. She didn't know anything else. Her family said they didn't know anything else. They told her everything that they knew, and then that's all they had. So she went on this journey trying to find her biological parents on her own because her adoptive parents were against it. They're like, no, you have us. We don't need to worry about what happened. They were bad people, whatever. So, of course, curiosity. We're curious people. We want to know everything. And so she did too. She did an ancestry DNA test, got her results back, and was stuck. She didn't know where to go from there. So we ended up getting her taken into the client screening room. We ended up getting all the information that we needed. We were assigned her case, and then we started doing all of our little tools that we do with every case. We go through the matches, get everything into the tree, do all of our little magic tricks, and we land on a family. This side, we didn't know if it was mom's side or dad's side at this point in time. We just knew this is just grandparent line one, and we had another grandparent line, which one of those is the birth mom, one of those is the birth dad. So we were getting in there, and we landed on a family name. We gave her some contact information while we worked on the second line, and she contacted this person, and it ended up being her mom. She sat there and texted us that night, or messaged us that night, and was like, hey, it's my birth mom. She knew everything about me. She knew my exact birth date. She gave me my actual name that I had, which is my middle name, and all of these things. And then she goes to tell us that the birth mom said that this was supposed to be an open adoption, that she gave birth to her while she was in high school, requested an open adoption. She kept the baby for 3 months and decided it wasn't fair to the baby to be raised by a single mom that didn't have a high school education or a job, didn't have a home, nothing. So she decided it was best for the baby to give her up for adoption. So that was huge, shocking news to our client. Our client didn't know any of this, and so, of course, she's just like, what is going on here? I was told it was closed adoption. You didn't want anything to do with me. You were bad people, blah, 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 blah. But here you are telling me this story that it was supposed to be an open adoption. You were supposed to be able to have a relationship with me twice a year, every year, until either I chose not to or whatever. So she's super confused and goes to her adoptive parents and asks some questions. She said, hey, I found my birth mom. This is her name. This is who she is. And this is what she's telling me. Y'all, lies hurt. Lies hurt no matter how small, how big, how much you think they're going to help somebody or protect somebody. Lies are hurtful. Do not lie to people. It's just not good. And that's what the adoptive parents have did to her. They lied to her whole life, saying that she was not wanted. She came from bad people. And what does that do to a child growing up that you know you're adopted, but your parents are bad? Does that make me bad? Like, don't do that to your kids. Don't do that. Just be honest. It hurts way less. It's hard, but trust me, it's easier in the long run. So she got all of her answers that she needed on that side, and she's got a beautiful relationship with now her biological mom. Her adoptive parents have kind of accepted that they screwed up, and they have owned it. They apologized, and they just thought that they were doing what was best for their now new child. Their reasoning was that she was young, and the birth mom had her whole life ahead of her, and she didn't want to add a burden onto their kid and the biological mom at the same time, to try to figure out how to keep that relationship alive and try to answer those tough questions and to keep that relationship going through the years. It did a lot more harm than good, because now the birth mom also, all these years, thought that her child was going to be an open adoption. She would have contact with her. It's not like she was abandoning her, and she felt like she did abandon her when she was no longer able to contact her. But that's it for today. I will see you guys later. Don't forget to hit like, follow, and share, and let me know how you guys are getting ready for the holidays. What are you guys doing this week? Bye, everybody.